Apparently if you go 3, 4, 4, we get text. Unknown error. Try again later. Backup system. There we go. 221, 3-digit combination somewhere. Gear 240, 221, 3-digit combination somewhere. Boat, spaceship, question mark. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this because I'm gonna spend a lot of this before going into like the final sequence. Going through the files of it, because there's a lot of cool stuff to be found in the files. Alright. 240. Let me see here. Change the date and time. To 40. It is now 240. Let's go to 221. 2, 2, 1. Project plan. Dang. Took too long. 240. Change back. Project plan. There we go. I have to actually mess with the in-game clock. Well, with our actual clock. Project plan outline, high-level overview. Create human-readable version of fabric benchmark results. Emulate fabric benchmark results in virtualized environment. Build parameters for genetic iterations. Custom elevated access levels for one or more entities. Iterate until simulation is stable for the target time threshold. This is our small-scale simulated universe. Observe effects of elevated access / knowledge of simulation. Collect / record data. Pitch findings to upper management as a profitable venture. Note, do not go through Barry, go straight to upper management. Get promoted, job saved. Possible team members, Row has the most knowledge / access to Commander Quantum Server. Ravi, second to Row. Lib, fixed naming scheme. Conflict with the lib folder. Ive, sure, why not? Others? VM1, current project, small scale simulation. VM2, future project, medium scale simulation. VM1 details. Literature, production of text assets, easy data collection. 4 entities, characters. Small physical space, efficient for server and genetic iterations. High elevated access permission creates very stable connection window for data and collection, in exchange for less realistic simulated scenarios. The one at 334. No, it was 344, not 334. Mess can only be accessed at 833, so let's do that. At 833. Infrastructure, software, communication systems. We understand the modern day challenges of running an enterprise company with efficiency and reliability. That's why you can count on us to get the job done. So you can focus on the business that matters most. With world-class engineers and industry-leading specialists, Metaverse Enterprise Solutions will always deliver solutions that last. Cost per year analysis shows that the metaverse solution saves up to 30% in the long run, and our flexible support model ensures that quality can be delivered at the price point that is right for your company's size. Your time is valuable. That's why, from planning to design to installation, our experts do the work for you. Filling out our simple questionnaire is all it takes for our team to recommend the right plan, provide an affordable quote. Excellence is right around the corner. With solutions you can count on and experts you can trust, this is our promise to you. You're in good company. Alright. Next, we have 3 last files. Let's start with 1, 5. There is no 1. .420 and 5.4. 420. Good old 420 is also missing. 5, 4, there is no 5. However, 501 14.text at 2:14 is when this one can open. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the time. Changed. Let's hop back in. 14. Dearest Dive, where are the years going? Doesn't feel like ever since we graduated, we're just the same doofy college kids, but we're being put into increasingly adult situations. It's hard to believe how much can happen in just 1 year. But all my memories this year are full of reminders. This is why you've been my very best friend for so long. My gratitude for you is higher reaching than the mountains I'm gonna live in after faking my death. So back to you actually entertaining that plan after helping me break up with Daphne. To this day, I can never tell how serious or joking you are about things, or life in general. But I think I'd literally implode if I didn't have you to remind me that things never matter as much as they seem in the moment, and that things will always be okay. Imagine if we really do end up working together at Metaverse. It's literally the only way I think I'd be capable of coping with a mundane desk job. I know you said that your referral may won't go very far because you're not a senior engineer. But as far as I'm coming out of my rough patch, it's the future I imagine for myself every day. I'm sorry for always being such a bundle of stress. I always feel like I wanted to be doing more for you, because the amount you do for me just seems like more than anything and I could give back. You inspire me. You inspire me to always improve, and when I don't believe in myself, I stay motivated to become a better person so that I can deliver all of my best qualities to you. I love you and I always will until we face the end of the world together. Wishing for another 14 million years of friendship. With everlasting love, Paula. Ah, yes, the gay. We have another one. 130. Meeting notes 2. This is at 9:15. Lib, promising work on recording simulation activity into playable script. Playable equals observable form, not a game. Stay focused, Dive. Trying to type important things while waiting for everyone to get back on topic. 4:30, still target end time. Assigning names to simulated entities for easier reference. ABCD should suffice. 1, 2, 3. Using real names only encourages treating them like pets rather than simulated entities. Everyone's trying to come up with stupid names now. Control simulation. Create identical VM without entity A having elevated access permissions? Seems unlikely. Nothing has come close so far. Clone VM1? Same elevated access, but prevent the entity from discovering it? Seems tricky, but plausible. Meeting over time again. Shaz. That's funny. In 1, 2, 3 at 4:30. Yeah, that 4:30 that was just mentioned. We have track 6, name ideas. Operation Not a Game by Ive Laster. Control simulation track 6, name ideas. Work together, discussion time, debate time, brainstorm, listen up, teamwork time, let's discuss, let's teamwork. I'll handle it, leader, take the lead. Text face names, maybe for another track. 030, 030, kitty face, W. 030. Let's go to 030. What was 030? Was that anything important? It is! It's meeting notes 3, which is 158. Yes, I am using a bit of a guide for this. And by guide, I mean asking someone for help with, some things. Meeting notes 3. Continual simulation. Progress. Idea. Snapshot slightly early in time. Compare end of control sim to start of VM1. Better comparison than both being parallel. Mature control sim VS. Referencing VM1. Easier to detect failures to hide elevated access permissions. Fifth entity in VM1. Not part of original genetic model. Not present in data dumps. Very bizarre. I was less talkative today. Meeting ending on time. 12:55. OMG. OMG. That's this one. Who is responsible for making the Twitter account? It would get 404 in a microsecond. I'm starting to actually catch on to some of this stuff. No, not saves. Internal. Let's go 404. DDLC.text. At 12:55. That was the time. That was the OMG 12:55. Here we are. The final text document, I think. DDLC.text. Doki Doki Literature Club. Welcome to the rebellion. We're all working our asses off with our jobs on the line, so we might as well have fun. Have some fun with it too. Totally get why Paula wants to rush into data collection, but my proposal is to shift our efforts a little and build out some new features for making real-time connection to the VM more useful and fun. If we're basically simulating a miniature universe, then it's kind of a waste not to be able to spend some quality time in there, right? But actually, I think grabbing this whole thing in the guise of a video game is great and hilarious. Is a great and hilarious way of covering our tracks. And if we do a good enough job, we might even be able to present it to Paula as a useful endeavor. Key selling points: 5 to 6 hours of mystery, dread, and cute girls. Learn through the existential crises of others how to cope with your own simulated universe. Witness the destruction of a universe over and over in video game form. This is going to be absolutely amazing. And no, the irony isn't lost on me. Creating a secret team with a secret team is more meta than I signed up for. And that's saying something considering we literally work for Metaverse Enterprise Solutions. We can come up with a fake game studio name and everything too. Obviously, no plans to go public with this, but it would be a good part of the whole disguise. Plus, I want a cool team name that makes us feel like a bunch of heroes for saving the universe. Just kidding. But we're at least saving our jobs. Something like Team Salvation. Team Salvation. Team Salvado. Dan Salvado. The creator of Doki Doki Literature Club. that is it for the hidden files. And it gives us quite more of a perspective on like some of the fucking crazy shit that's going on in this game. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fix my clock. This is currently November 5th, August 2021. It's currently 4:05 p.m. I'll hit the, yeah, it's 06 now. Set time automatically active, so it'll fix itself even better later and sync itself better. But yeah, there we go. We've gone through all of the hidden files. And I did that by accident. I started doing that by accident because I was like, okay, how do I re-add Monica? Turns out, you kinda can't really. But yeah. Staying focused on our goals. Yep. 12:06 a.m. Ooh, I just noticed. This one's missing its date of 125. Was 125 one of the ones? No. About 512. No. Huh. Well. I really want to know how to, re-add Monica, because I have her character file. I do have her character file. It's just... I don't know how to get her character file in, is the issue. Because I have it, I just can't put it anywhere. That's what the big problem is. I wonder if I can, I'm gonna try something stupid. Nah, can't do that. Monica, I'm sorry. I have your file. I can't get it in there because there's no way of accessing it. Because there's so much more. Let's see. It's got 19 folders. Hold on a moment. Alright. Alright. I think I got it. Uh... Oh man, what the fuck? Show hidden files. Uh... Damn. Well, if I reload this. Damn, I cannot re-add them. That sucks. I wanted to re-add Monica. I guess I can't. Well, I spent a little too much time on that. Sadly I can't re-add Monica, which means they completely removed something from the game. In the normal version of the game, what I was trying to show off is, in the normal version of the game, if you attempt to re-add Monica in Act 4, she will just delete herself and say that she doesn't want to go through that pain. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. And let's not have skip on syntax on. Things go decent. Ah, Kazuma, what are you doing here? Huh? There, Kazuma, that's what I always talk about. Things are mostly the same. We did a lot of hard work, though. Guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. Let's see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Kazuma. You think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little bit better with you around Sayori. Ah, Kazuma. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I'm surprised you told me you started a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Kazuma. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything, because I already knew you were going to. It's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comfort us through hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Kazuma? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved, you loaded so many times, just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Unless someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far, but All along, that's all I ever wanted, for everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. I've already reached the end of the game, so this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you, Kazuma. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. And that is the good ending. And with that,
Can you hear me?
Monica's still around
Hi.
as usual because you can't fully delete them.
So, you know
And
how I've
because she
been,
knows it's the end,
practicing piano and stuff?
she
And
decides
I'm
to
not really any good at it
just
yet,
give you the
like,
song as
at
well.
all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that
I
you'd show you
fully
it,
anticipated
but I worked really, really hard on it.
tomorrow
So, yeah.
to be the ending, but well, not tomorrow. Well, next time tomorrow for you guys. 2 days from now, as of recording it, the next recording session I would have done to be the ending. But like, no, here we are, ending at episode 13.
Every day, I imagine a future where I can
So,
be with you.
from my understanding,
In my
there
head
is
is a
something
purple
special.
poem of me and
Something a little special. I don't know what that something special is, but apparently there is something a tad special, a tad different. Because so far, this ending seems like it's just the original true ending, the original good ending, which, I mean, I like the original good ending. It's nice. But, from my understanding, there is something else. What is that something else? Well, I might have to look a little bit more into it. But yeah, here we go. And of course, everything starts being deleted anyway. Because at the end of it all, they already know everything. Monica is going through and deleting everything because she still technically has access, but also... Rather, I think in the good ending it's Sayori deleting it, not Monica. In the bad ending it is in the normal ending it is very much Monica deleting everything, because she's like, there's no happiness can be found, don't torture yourself anymore, I'm getting rid of everything. But I like to think that in the good ending it's Sayori, where she's just like, you've done it, you made us all happy. It's sad there's nothing left for us, but I'm gonna erase everything so that if you want to, you can do it all over again, essentially. That's the way I like to think of it. But yeah. For those of you who have stuck with me through this entire game, and especially in this episode alone, you get to see, like, why I love Doki Doki Literature Club. This LP that I've done of it, has made me fall in love with this game again. It is a game that I loved when it first came out, and it's a game that I absolutely love. I still love it to this day. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Kazuma, our character. And thank you, Team Salvato. And Serenity Forge. And here it is. The final poem. To the special player who received the special ending. For years, I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, Or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo, even if not a masterpiece. Any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my gratitude to all those who have taken time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Thank you very much, Dan Salvato. We now have all poems. We're missing 2 CGs. Meaning... But we did get the special ending, so we get these 2. But, as I said, it looks like this is not actually the end, because apparently we're missing 2 CGs. No, we're not. So, it is the end. After doing everything, we do not have 100% completion. We have 90% completion. After doing everything, and I mean everything, getting both endings, seeing all of the side stories, everything. I had to double check side stories to see if it was here. Yeah, it is. We unlock the very last bit of game. This is equals. Let's begin and let's end Doki Doki Literature Club once and for all. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what to do with the festival, you know? Oh, Sayori and I already came up with a really good plan. Really? For the festival? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food booths. And we take a map and plan the most efficient route, so we can get to most of them before the lines get too long. And that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let me finish first. Alright, fine, go ahead. Alright, so basically we get all the food we can, and we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking about that same thing. We really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? Make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. What the fuck fell? Oh my gosh, yes. I was starting with a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates it's everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That way, that could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah! That's too embarrassing. But you have so much to talk about. That's exactly why. I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's the literature club. We talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right, my bad, it's the habit I need to break. Anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first to join, of course. Wouldn't that be me? No, I want to go first. Fine, you can start, I don't mind. Also, I just want to say, I was wrong. Apparently this unlocks after you beat all the side stories, not after you do everything. So, uh-oh, I still got a little bit left to do. Yay, so, gosh, it feels like so long ago. I think I joined this club because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with everyone. It seemed, like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know? Like, if it's just a poem, then I can share without feeling like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. I thought it would be a really good way to get to know... get to know everyone. Well, a really good way to get to know other people, too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in. It was just Monica, and she was sleeping. Don't remind me of that, gosh. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to help start a new club. Especially since writing helped me so much, I wanted to see it help other people too. But it ended up being me who was inspired, because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature, that I could trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. At that point, I knew the Literature Club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us, and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. I really feel like I've gotten better at understanding people's different needs. And that makes me really happy, because my friends are just the most important thing to me. And whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't really know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came to find was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a splendid idea of the kind of person I could be friends with, so when Sayori tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she thinks about the needs of other people. Well, that's something I never knew how to do, or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. She really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who was easily liked by others, the way you two can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time, I should have been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Once I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when oh god, I am fucking up everything. It's once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. So strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I would have expected. But I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my gosh, he's so cute that I think I'm gonna throw up. Okay, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? Oh. Well, for me, it's actually true, so... What are you saying? Nothing. I finished my part. So, somebody else take their turn. My heart. Sayori, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine. I'll go. Yuri, can't believe you were complaining about this before. And still went before me. What a show-off. I was just following up on Sayori. It was the easiest way. Hey, it was the easiest way to get it over with. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you got out of this club. I did? Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the Cupcake Queen. Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. No! I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true. Only Yuri can. Hey! Well, anyway, I'm just putting off talking. It's kinda hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess what it comes down to is that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. That's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going on outside of the club. It was honestly a really painful thing to go through. Having cut them out. It still hurts to think about. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. Guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was to just ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that it's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even though I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me and I could never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you, I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what a literature club was supposed to be like. Apparently, that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her eyes. You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you, and you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Monica can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times, thinking that my way was the best for everyone. Or I think that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you can acknowledge that you're not perfect. And that the best thing you can do is to help guide other people rather than to do everything for them. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club, realizing what that really means. Sayori, what are you doing? I just thought we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in hand, Sayori writes the word trust on the chalkboard. This is because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes understanding. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to express myself. In that case, Monica takes a piece of chocolate as well and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. Sayori writes balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they're ready to become close. since it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me, Yuri writes reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people, not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important one for me. It's great, we have a whole list of things now. Suddenly, everyone turns to look at Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that, jeez. Could have just asked. Monika hands her a piece of chalk to Natsuki. Natsuki sighs and writes self-love. I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So there, that's my contribution. Together, everyone stares at the words on the board. Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is! We still do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey, let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay. Okay, everyone ready? And click! I'm really glad we talked about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I've seen so many happy thoughts right now. So many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. No, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. 4 members of the Literature Club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri, they give each other a quick glance and start writing immediately. Sayori stretches and does the same. Monika is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Just move your hand, Monika mouths to herself. Write the way into your heart. Her mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monika navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. Doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. Oh god, my throat. Said something new. Ooh. It's a mix of the poem writing theme. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. There we go. Now it's over. This is something you only get after beating all the side stories. But even so, it still makes for a better way to end the series off. You know? It just feels right. I'll probably get 100% completion on my own time because there's not really all that much that really needs to be said about it. But yeah, we've done it. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is now complete. And goddamn, is it a good fucking game. I am excited for whatever my next LP will be. I've yet to figure that out. I know I want to do the bonus episodes for Pokemon Black. I do know I want to try doing the Pokemon Black bonus episodes next though, just because I've kind of been putting them off because I've kind of been burnt out on Pokemon. But now, after going back through games going through Neptunia and going through DDLC Plus, games that I've ended up falling in love with all over again after not playing for so long. I think I want to go back and do the bonus episodes of Black next, because I still need to do those. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our story of friendship and literature. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, Team Salvato. It's over. There they all are together. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is now over. We got a bunch of new things. First and foremost, we got a new song. Stories of Friendship and Literature. It's a new theme. Let's, with this, take a look. So we got the final two CGs. Everyone say cheese, and then now make a funny face. I'm gonna set this as the new wallpaper. We're done. Mail. Binary data in VM2. Row teaser. Our teaser at mes.local. Untitled mail group do not use. Monday, December 2nd, 2019. 12:06 a.m. Subject. Binary data in VM2. I've made some new headway with VM2. Don't get too excited. It's still impossible to establish any kind of stable connection. But it occurred to me that I could at least run a memory dump through some pattern analysis routines to see if we can decipher any digital data from the VM. I didn't want to hog all the server time. Oh god, I lost track immediately. It occurred to me that I could at least run a memory dump through some pattern analysis routines, see if we can decipher any original data from their VM. I don't want to hog all the server time on a hunch, but I have some preliminary results that indicate the presence of binary computer systems. Based on this, I'm going to schedule 3 days of server time next week to isolate any chunks of memory that appear to be binary data. If successful, we'll definitely be able to find some encoded text and get our first tiny glimpse into VM2. Don't mind me though, just keep going nuts on VM1 and hopefully I'll have more to share too. Metaverse Enterprise Solutions, Wrote Either, Systems Engineer. We are done. More or less. There is one last thing left. We're at data collection of 92%. There is one last email we need to see. That last email is unlocked at data collection of 100%. I am going to go ahead and quickly take some time to work on that. And we'll be right back with that last email. Well, I've made it to a point I want to show off being, I got a file here. Have a nice weekend. It's a file we can't access. But I'll be back. Here's a little bit of dialogue I missed. I was trying to get earlier, but I missed. If you try to skip during her dialogue, I messed up with it. But yeah, try to skip during Monica's dialogue during the Just Monica sequence, you get this. You're trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh. Oh, there's nothing to fast forward to, Kazuma. It's two of us after all. Aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now where was I? I know where I am. Howdy. I'm going to my music. Let's take a look at this. I've done this right. Fuck. I'm still missing one. The ones I got that I didn't off screen were this one. Nothing is real. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how Yuri feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. Left memento of the occasion below. A joke. And walking to a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much, so and it's just done with him. Yeah, that's the one we already had. Dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was watching TV. In a dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. The laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who the person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. And this one, things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, puts food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins on the couch. Like when Papa's too tired to notice me. Like when Papa's too tired for anything. Like when Papa's too tired for anything. That's Natsuki. Can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. I was wandering in Band Warehouse, came upon a huge empty room, ceiling walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, or anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole, determined length. Yes, that's one I've already read. I don't know why I was reading it again. But also, because we skipped dialogue, we have the last of the promo sketches. Not promo sketches, last of the sketches. And we've acquired all special poems. No, we haven't. We have one missing. We have one last thing missing. Data collected, 98%. I'll try to find that last one because I do want to show everything off. And it's not really fair if I don't have all the secrets. The only thing I'm missing is something that can appear when launching Act 2. So, be back in a moment. I did it. I did it. Here it is. This is the last thing in DDLC. In Act 2, when trying to launch the game, there is a 1 in 64 chance that you'll get this instead. Just a random alternate ending. No big deal, right? Well, that random alternate ending that took me way longer than it should have is in fact our last thing. That, we've done it. Our entire picture gallery is now filled. I didn't actually expect to do this, but I did. Data collected 98% though. That's an issue. That really is an issue. Because that means we're missing something. Where, oh where is that last 98%? Perhaps it's in a place we didn't look. Perhaps there's one thing left. What you want to do, and this is a very dumb thing. Put Candy Hearts in a playlist and play it. And now, what we want to do is close and reopen the game. This is a very dumb thing. But apparently, after doing that, what we get is nothing. Of course. Of course. We've got nothing. I'll be right back. By listening to this song on loop, Candy Hearts, while it's in a playlist, that gets us to 99. Why does that do this? Because I'm listening to it on loop like that. It's not in here, but it does give us another version of the song that we will listen to at the very end. For now, there's one last thing needed to do to get to 100%. That last thing, of course, being something very simple. We gotta go back to Monica. Here it is. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the last song. It says it's Candy Hearts, but it isn't. Now, we have normal Candy Hearts and Candy Hearts with a Z. Let's have that playing. Our data collection is now 100%. December 1st, 2019. Paula Minor. Let's move on. Paula Minor, P minor at mess.local. Untitled mail group, do not use. Sunday, December 1st, 2019, 12:06 a.m. Subject, let's move on. We need to have a meeting about shifting our focus a little bit. We've reset VM1 how many times now? For real, we've definitely collected as much data as we can from it at this point. Just need to work with what we have and try to increase the stability of our connection to VM2. We've obviously gotten spoiled by the ease of access that VM1 offers us. It's just unrealistic for someone in real life to be granted a level of elevation even close to monitor kernel access. Monitor kernel access. Monica. If we can't establish a stable connection to VM2, then how can we expect to get anywhere when the same scenario inevitably occurs to our own universe? Anyway, thanks to Rose's work, we were able to acquire a few rudimentary logs. I have an idea on how to increase connection stability to VM2 while maintaining weak hypervisor access to everyone inside it on an individual basis. Ironically, it has to do with something that we're building in our own VM. In their own VM. I mean that they're building in their own VM. I'll go into detail in a more formal report, but some of the log files indicate attempts of theirs to pool together the access potential of multiple individuals into a single parallel unit. It sounds ridiculous, but if they actually get somewhere with it, we might have a solid entry point that doesn't heavily intrude upon the VM. I'm gonna spin a read-only hypervisor. I'm gonna spin up a read-only hypervisor that we can use to test different ideas like this. The elevation level will be set to Monitor Adjustment Runtime Level Access, MARLA. The VM will just be named Test VM for now. Although the parallel access unit they're building in the VM seems to be called Project Libitina, according to the few logs we have. We can change the name once we actually get a decent picture of it. Metaverse Enterprise Solutions Polyminer Project Manager. With that, we've got one thing new here. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. Welcome, finally, to the ending of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Attempting to decode binary data. This is your reward for 100%. It's become increasingly scientific endeavor thanks to and more gobbledygook. Project Libertina is something that in the original game was connection lost. That in the original game was found in the character files, actually. By decoding them, we were able to talk about something called Project Libertina. That booted out. But yeah, in Project Libertina talked about some sort of like experiment to essentially cause like to do something. How subjects apparently reacted negatively and stuff like that. It's unknown as to yet what this Project Libertina is, but clearly there's something going on. And I'm not talking with the girls. I'm talking outside of the game. There is so much stuff going on, with so much talk of this Project Liberty. There's so much stuff going on in the background with Metaverse Enterprises and all of the mail, all of the secrets hidden in the game files. Fucking... There's so much of it that's like... you're just not really gonna see. And it's just so insane. That there's so many people aren't going to see in this game. But that's why I made this series in the first place, because I wanted to show off as much as possible. And now, here we are at the ending, and we know everything that happens in the story of Doki Doki Literature Club. What we don't know is the full story behind everything surrounding it. Everything going on outside. And that is the thing. We don't know any of that yet. It's until... we're going to have to wait until the future to learn more of this. Learn more of what the deal with the virtual machines are. What this Project Libertina is. And all this stuff. In the original game, there was all this stuff hidden in the character files, but that was it. And the stuff hidden in the character files wasn't really all that much. If I'm correctly, Monica's character file ends up actually being an image that when deciphered is like this weird like black hole like thing. I believe Natsuki's was actually a file for Blender that if you put it in Blender, it's an image of a face. Yuri's is a report on subjects involving this Project Libertina. And Sayori's was distorted. And if I'm correctly, Sayori's was a distorted code. And that's it. That's all we know from the original. There is more to than meets the eye. There is more that's going on. We just have no way of finding out what that more is. But that's where we're gonna leave this series. We have done literally everything there is to do in Doki Doki Literature Club. We've completed the image gallery. We've completed the music list. We have gone through all of the secrets in the files. All of the side stories. All of the endings. All of the mail. That's it. That's the end of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. There is nothing else. There's nothing else in this game. And that's a rather unsettling thought. But perhaps one day in the future we will get our answers. Our answers as to what Project Libitina is. Our answers to why the virtual machines exist. And our answers to what's the simulation that is Doki Doki Literature Club. What it is, why they gave Monika elevated access. Why any of this happened. That's sometime in the future, but I'm rambling. For now, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit if you enjoyed this series, and suppose I'll see those who I'll see in my next series. Farewell for now.